What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitch was going to stop. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitch was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. If you have my DMs, I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hey, I'm coming, y'all. Don't worry. I'm here. I am here. I'm just finding my hat. I'm just gonna wear this hat and call it a day. I don't care. I'm just gonna wear this one and call it a day. Okay. Let me get me some water and put me some crystal lights in my water. I'm almost ready, y'all. Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait. Open up. Hey, y'all. I'm coming, y'all. Don't worry. Just pouring my crystal light in my water bottle. And okay. Oh, okay, that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Oh, how have y'all been doing since I have been gone? Since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. Oh yeah. I see you now I did what I want. Since you've been gone. All right, let's do this. Oh, I need my laptop, huh? Hold on, y'all, I'm coming. Let's do this. Oh, boy. Oh, all right. Now we ready. All right. I know YouTube done took me completely out the algorithm. I done been going so long. I feel like I need to clean my camera. It's so many things I have to do, y'all. Y'all don't even understand the pressures. The pressures of being on the tube of you. Let me clean this camera because I don't feel like it's clean. And I look all raggedy and shit. I mean, I look raggedy already, but anyway. All right, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for real this time. For real, for real. Yes, for real, real. Not for play, play. All right. Laptop. Damn. Damn. All right. Let me shake up the oh, there we go. Shake up the crystal light inside my water. See, this is what I get. This spring water came from Kroger, right? Kroger's spring water is not as good as the public spring water. I need to stick to the public spring water. Hmm. I'm not paying you no mind, Jason. Hello to you too, Jason. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Hey, Jason. I ain't paying Jason no mind. Nope. I ain't paying Jason no mind. We was in the members only chat last night, and in the members only chat, I put a message in there that was not intended for the members only chat at like, I mean, it was only like 1:45 in the morning. Wait, that was the last, was that last night? No, that was night before last. That was night before last. Anyway, what's up, y'all? What is going on? What up? What up? What up? What up? Um, I was on the phone with Ty earlier. He says, "Hey, he and I was on the phone earlier. Good old Ty, or as we used to call him, Ty. Because every time we used to say his name, we used to say, Ty. So he became Ty. Hey, Tracy W. What's going on, my love? We are here. What's going on, y'all? Let's get some things started. Let's get this party started. Um, like I said, I know that has the tube of you has completely removed me from all any and all said algorithms. Um, so I ain't gonna get no love in terms of notifications or anything, and that's okay. Y'all know how we do. We be over here doing what we do, and we just make it happen, and that's okay. I don't care. We're gonna move on. So, um, first story. So listen, I was home, I was in Miami, I was home, enjoying home. Art Basel took place this weekend. Lots came out at Art Basel. One of the things, everybody was out at Art Basel. You had Will Smith. The paparazzi were taking pictures of him. He was out with some chick that wasn't his wife, but she was bald head too. So I saw that. Offset was at Art Basel with his mama. Um, and the mama had some things to say about him breaking up with Cardi or whatever. I guess it's for real, not for play play. It's for real, not for play play. It's for real, not for play play. They broke up for real, y'all. Good. I don't like Cardi B anyway, so whatever. She got shit going on. Oh well. He do who Will Smith got a type he like a well, if she bald head like that, that kind of makes her more androgynous, which gives her more of a masculine look. I'm just gonna drink my juice on that. Excuse me, my Crystal Light flavored water on that. Hey, Texas Toy, he seems to like him real androgynous. We gonna leave it alone. Hey, Montrez, what's going on? We gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone. Child. Yeah. Anyway, so, but yeah, Offset was at he's supposed to be messing with Krishan too. Well, both he and Krishan said that's not true. Krishan is just not a pretty girl to me. I'm just being honest. If I'm just gonna be honest, she's not a pretty girl to me. She's just not. I mean, a lot of people like her because she light skinned. That's a whole nother conversation because of colorism. But just on aesthetics alone, she's not a pretty girl. Like she's really not. So I mean, it's Offset. So I would imagine he gets literally thousands of DMs from some of the prettiest women on earth to blow their backs out. So for him, to mess with her, Krishan, I just don't see it. So I never believed that. The whole he messed with Krishan, I never believed it that. I just don't. It doesn't fit the bill. You don't go from Cardi B to Krishan. Now I don't like Cardi B at all. I cannot stand her, but you don't go from Cardi B to Krishan. Mm-mm. She only a year older than you, child. How old is that, Montrez? I don't even know how old she is. Hey, Amber. Hey, boo. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, so I never believed that. But so in other news, because it was a lot that went on at Art Basel. It was crazy down there. It was insane. It was a lot of fun. Some of any and everybody. Oh, so you're 22, Montrez. Oh, Montrez, I didn't know you was that young. You said, Montrez, you belong with Xavier in the Gen Z pop. So now we know what questions to ask you. And I don't just have to ask Xavier now. I can ask you now that we know that you're a member of Gen Z. Amber say I'm 25. You claiming Gen Z too, Amber, or you claiming late millennials? If you 25, Amber, yeah, that will make you early Gen Z. That's early Gen Z because millennials ended around 96. So that would have so around 97 would have been beginning of the earliest beginnings of Gen Z. So yeah. hmm Right, right, Jason. That's a hard. That is a hard 23. Child. Texas Toy says her oldest child is 19. I'm old enough to have a 19-year-old. Oh, if 19-year-old means that they were born in 2004. Oh yeah, easy. I might have a child out there that I don't know about from oh 04. The way I was whoring, I was in my early 20s back then. Oh, I was whoring. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you don't even want to know what I was doing in 2004. Texas toward the things that I was doing in 2004. Oh, okay, snacks of the day. So I found this new pack of Albaline. So Albaline has a sour pack, right? Albanese, not Albaline. Albaline is what people use to jack off. Albanese has a sour pack. I think the sour pack is blue. However, hey, Quintessential, this is the light green. So the original ones that sour, they start sour, but they get sweet. This one says start sour, stays sour, but it ain't really all that sour. It's kind of, I guess you call it kind of sour, but it ain't all that sour. Um, you said you kept the class a little late. It's okay. We was just recapping Art Basel. So, um, I'm at Art Basel. So here's, oh, I did have a celebrity sighting. Well, I was standing right next to a celebrity, right? So what's the name? Okay, if you watched the movie with Viola Davis where she was the head of the Dahomey tribe of women. She was in the African movie. She was the head of the Dahomey tribe of women, then but from the ancient country of Benin in Africa. I forgot the name of the movie. I think it was it The Woman King, whatever the name of the movie was. Anyway, here everybody that's coming in. So thank you, Woman King. Thank you, Miss Kiki. So remember the one who was real masculine, looked real, but she ended up dying. She had the shortcut. She ended up dying. She's in another movie. She was there. I was standing right next to her and didn't even know until this girl came up and said, "Hey, I remember you from Woman King." And I'm standing right next to the lady, and I was like, "Oh, that is her." And I expected her to be real tall, and she wasn't that tall. Hey, much chip boo. Hey, man, Marnie. Does it say Marnie or Mamie? That says Marnie. I knew I was right. My eyes. Anyway, I expected her to be towering over me because she seemed so tall, but she wasn't that tall. She was actually a little shorter than me. I was like, oh, okay. But it was her. If you ain't watched the movie yet, it's not my fault. Anyway, I also they had the Golden Girls kitchen that was set up there. I went there with my with relatives. We took pictures, all of that. Am I going to share the pictures? No. Really, B and Abby saw the pictures, but when I go and I do stuff, I really don't share pictures like that. So maybe in the members only chat, I might think about sharing it. But we went to the Golden Girls kitchen, took pictures, had a great time, ate, drank. Art Basel was Art Baseling. So earlier in the week, no, it wasn't earlier in the week. It was this weekend while I was there. There was, if you've ever been to Art Basel, there's so many things going on at the same time in different parts of. Hey, Mr. Pisces, I hope you finish that candy that you such. Give me something else to suck on, Mr. Pisces, then that'll help me out. Hi, Deborah Randall. Pay attention. Don't pay attention to these people, Deborah Randall. We're very nice over here. We're very PC. We're very palatable over here. Anyway, so if you ever been to Art Basel, like literally, it's kind of centered around the Wynwood section of Miami, but Wynwood's kind of a big area, so there's like 8,000 different things going on. Hey, symmetry in 8,000 different areas, so it's so hard to get to everything. So I remember, I knew what the Kanye West situation was going on. It was kind of supposed to be like a party or album review party that was going on. It was too far from where I was at. I ended up going to another party. That ended up turning into a. I was not prepared, but it was cool anyway. It ended up turning into one of those parties where they have the phone. Ended up turning into a phone party. Just a mess. Fun was had by all. They did give us little plastic bags to put your phone in, and I should have known better when they gave me a plastic bag to put my phone in. I didn't put my phone in there at first, but then I just put it in my pocket. But then I was like, oh, that's why I need a plastic bag, and there was that. We're not going to talk about my bust down, Jason. God, tell all my business. I had several bust downs. So anyway, okay. The reason I'm bringing up the Kanye West listening party, two things came out of the Kanye West listening party. Okay, one, Kanye West um played the songs from his new album. I think what's it called, Vultures or something like that. I think it's called Vultures. One of the songs is a, I don't want to call it a cover, but they sample everybody from Backstreet Boys, and the whole chorus plays. The everybody Yeah, they play all of that. Problem is, Kanye ain't get permission from nobody to play this song. He basically did the Beyonce. Y'all know how Beyonce would just steal people music, throw people on a track, do all of the things. Hey, Miss Bay Thing, Miss Bay Thing. So you know how Beyonce is good for stealing people music, using people's voice, name, image, likeness on her music, never ask for permission. It come out, and then most people are just so flattered that Beyonce would use them that they just okay with it and they just let it pass. Some people really do have a problem with it, why, which is why Beyonce and I had several lawsuits for her stealing people's shit. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Hey, Yana, I'm thinking, hey, Katrina, I'm thinking that Kanye thought it was going to be the same thing. Marty, you know, I know the hive is coming. I don't care about them. They know that heifer steals. They know that horse steals. She steals people's music. She steals people's voices, name, image, likeness. She done stole whole songs from people. I'm just saying. Just saying. Y'all know Beyond. If I need to give Beyond Skank her props, I'll give her her props when she needed. I'm not a member of the Beehive. Me and Beyond Skank ain't friends like that. She never gave me a dime. She ain't doing nothing for me. I don't even like her music like that. It's only like 2 or 3 songs of hers that I like. And the woman got like 8 albums. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, Mr. Pisces, you know that ain't true. See, look at the Beehive. Look at him. Look at him. Part of it is me trolling the Beehive anyway, because they're gonna come here with their foolishness. I think part of it is the Beehive people don't even realize how hard they be getting trolled because they so quick to pounce anytime you say the slightest thing about Beyond Skank, not knowing that in a lot of instances, many times we just be trolling y'all and y'all fall for the bait. Anyway, can I get back to what I was doing? Kanye, Kanye. Oh man. Stiggs girl, you say she says she's paying home on. You know I'm not doing this. Anyway, so Texas Tory says she like Beyonce, she just hates her fans. I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I don't like either one of them heifers. You could throw both of them in the basket of deplorables for me. I don't like neither one of them heifers. So if you don't like Beyonce, that automatically makes you like Taylor Swift. What if we don't like neither one of them? Can I get back to my story? Can I back up and get back to my story? So Kanye done used the Backstreet Boys song. It's already on the album that's supposed to be being released, I think, later this month. Backstreet Boys done came out and said neither us nor none of our managers and none of the producers on this song have any were reached out to at all about this song. Now, I think he thought he could get away with it because what they're saying is even though it is the song, it's absolutely the song, same chorus, same words, same everything. It's the song, but he had other people um do vocals and reproduce the song, but it was other people singing the vocals. And I guess he thought he could get away with it, and they done came out and said, nah. In addition to that, in addition to that, I didn't say y'all was bothering me, even though when I do troll Beyond Skank fans, the Beehive, y'all come over here a buzzing, not realizing that you done been trolled the whole time, and y'all just fall for it every time. Y'all so sensitive. The Beehive. Look at Mr. Pisces. Mr. Pisces the type more in this chat over Beyond Skank in the last 5 minutes than he has in the last 5 months. Do you hear me? All because of Beyond Skank. I just said. Yes. Katrina, that's basically what happened. If he puts that on that album, he's gonna have to pay these people their money. He's gonna have to run these people their coins. You got to run these people their coins. Now they ain't got no cooch, so we don't have to break out into run me my cooch or run me my coin. but he's just got to run and make coins. He got to run these people their coins. What? How did we even get to 90s rappers? I don't even. Kanye is not a 90s rapper. Like Kanye, I think Kanye's first album was what? Oh one. Even if you tell me Kanye's first album came out very, very late 90s, even though I think his first album came out in 01 or 02 or something like that, he's not a 90s rapper. Kanye is in no way, shape, form, or fashion a 90s rapper at all. At all. So anyway, back to what I was saying. In addition to him using these people's lyrics, he had an interesting outfit at Art Basel. This is what y'all boy decided he was gonna wear to Art Basel. I'm gonna just let y'all I'm gonna just let y'all take a gander at that while I drink on my water flavored with Crystal Light. Y'all see what I see? Now this right here, this is expert level trolling right here. This is next level expert level trolling right here. This is what you call expert level trolling. Yeah, that's Kanye West if you need him. That was him this weekend at the party. Down to the Art Basel. That's expert level trolling. Expert level. Because that's what we're doing, right? That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing. Like, that is truly, hey, Sharice Boo, that is expert level trolling. What else am I supposed to call that? I'm just saying. Expert level trolling. Now, we know Kanye West is, very familiar with donning his Sambo slippers and tap dancing for massa. We know that. We know full well he has no problems doing his best step and fetch it routine. No problem. But that right there is just trolling. Just trolling. So that was down to the Art Basel. If you've never been to the Art Basel, it's an amazing event. It's a lot of fun. Even though it's supposed to center around art and there is a lot of art to see, so many it's just turned into something else where so much more in terms of music and entertainment happens, probably at this point even more than the art itself. That is ridiculous. But yeah, Kanye West, I don't have that's the hashtag ABC. Can I get a hashtag ABC in the chat, please? Because a bitch can't. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the energy. I don't have the wherewithal or fortitude to unpack all the things wrong with what we just saw. We don't have the energy. Hashtag ABC. A bitch can't. We just can't. Kanye, you're trying to solicit a response from us. Kanye, you want us to, be bothered, dog walk you and drag you about how horrible it is that you over here like a black KKK. We just don't have the energy. We don't. Don't. We're not going to. We're not going to give you what you want. Go away, crawl back under your rock, and lose some more money. Moving on, as the world turns. So we got some updates between yesterday and today on Jonathan Majors, and that white whore over there that is accusing him of domestic violence. So what came out yesterday was the driver of the SUV that it was in the ride in the back of the Uber what is it, Uber executive or Uber X. You know when you get the high level Ubers, the Uber, the Uber. I think it's Uber X, right? Isn't that the high level Uber where you get the real fancy stuff? When they was in the back of the Uber, um, the driver of the Uber said, "Listen, according to TMZ, let me read y'all what the T, the M to the Z said. They said the driver of the SUV in which Majors and Grace Jabari were fighting took the stand and testified he thought she hit him first. Jonathan is accused of roughing up Grace in the back of their ride while trying to get his phone back after she believes she caught him texting another woman. But the driver's testimony points Grace as the aggressor, not the other way around. This is from yesterday. We got an update from today, though. Just recapping from yesterday. Now the driver had to speak through a interpreter because I don't think he speak English. It's Uber Black. Okay, thank you, Shay B. Thank you, Grace. The Uber. You can tell about our broke asses over here don't never catch that level. We just catch the regular Uber. If we catch an Uber, it's just regular. It's never the black. Okay, so I ain't even know. I'm just saying. I didn't know. Anyway, thank you, Shay B. It's called Uber Black. So they needed an interpreter for him. And the driver testified that he kept his eyes on the road as Jonathan and Grace fought in the backseat of his Escalade back in March, telling the jury, quote, he had a feeling the girl had hit the boy because of the way she was fighting and the sounds produced, end of quote. The driver also testified Grace demanded to see Jonathan's phone, saying the girl became very angry. The driver also said, quote, he was not doing anything. She was doing it. And that Jonathan was trying to get rid of Grace. Now, the thing about it is a good defense attorney will not call you a credible witness when the first thing you said out your mouth was, oh, I was paying attention to the road. So if you was paying that close attention to the road, how then do you know all of these specifics? How then were you able to deduce who hit who first, how Jonathan slap or hit sounded versus how white woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains hit sounds? I'm just saying that's what a good defense attorney is going to, I mean, a good lawyer is going to, dissect. But I'm just telling y'all what the person that was, and it wasn't a man, it was a woman, excuse me. It was a woman, not a man, who was the driver of the Uber. I'm just saying. In text messages, Jonathan wrote, it says text messages between Jonathan and Grace were read out loud in court, including a September 22 exchange where they seemingly referred to some sort of altercation in London. In the text messages, Jonathan wrote, quote, they will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually and as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to investigation even if you do lie and they suspect something. It says Jonathan wrote in another part of the same text thread, I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm sorry, this is the white woman's replying, not Jonathan. This is the white woman replying to Jonathan. I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? End of quote. Now that came out yesterday. That was all details from yesterday. That's all I listen. That don't sound good. Now, even though the driver gave, testimony that helps Jonathan, those text messages, bruh, ain't helping. So here's today's update. In today's update, they're saying from the trial. See, this is why is the trial on television? I wish it was on television. From everything I see, there's a court sketch artist, in the courtroom sketch artist, where they do those awful sketchings or whatever. But I wish it was on. I wish it was on television. So here's what came out today. This is from the T, the M to the Z. Where's my girl, Pam? Is Pam down there? I need Pam to be over there in the courtroom, giving us a day by day breakdown of what happened, down to the Jonathan Majors white woman descended from the Caucasus Mountain case. Anyway, let me tell y'all what TMZ said today. Jonathan Majors called 911 on behalf of his accuser, Gracia Jabari, the day he was arrested. And now we know what he officially reported it as: a possible overdose or suicide. Two NYPD officers who responded to the scene back in March took the stand Tuesday in the trial, and their testimony was interesting, mostly because they gave the blow by blow, or as much as they could recall, from the moment they arrived. One of the cops testified the initial call that came in, made by Jonathan Majors himself, was to report someone who'd attempted to take their own life via overdose. The cops also noted when they got there, the white woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains was on the floor in Jonathan Majors' apartment, and that when she finally awoke, the first thing she asked was how she'd gotten there. They also testified that Jabari then asked if Majors was there or if he was outside, seemingly worried. Last thing, the officers said they noted a button on Majors' coat appeared to be missing, and they also said they noticed a small amount of blood on Jonathan Majors' comforter on his bed when they arrived, but they didn't see any other signs of blood. As for what the woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains did say about the injuries, they testified she said Majors had hit her several times in the head and that he grabbed her by the throat. Another interesting tidbit, the officers testified that the woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains asked them why her ear had hurt. Remember, a cut ear is one of the reasons Jonathan Majors is being prosecuted. But on the stand, the officers conceded they did not ask her if she'd fallen. One of the officers also admitted on the stand that he'd helped the woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains fill out her domestic violence report, completing page 1 for her and letting her do page 2 on her own. Y'all know when these white women, because I'm sure she was crying, weeping, sobbing, and all of that. So what is police officer going to do? Jump into action and help her and believe everything she says and jump into action. Oh, you need help filling out this police report? We'll fill it out for you. Don't worry about it. We got it. Is that even legal? I don't know. I am not a lawyer. I don't even play like a lawyer, but that just doesn't seem quite right and or legal. I can't tell you it haven't been happening since, the beginning of law enforcement here in this country, but it just doesn't seem fair and or legal. Let me continue. On cross-examination, the officers said they didn't recall a lot of specific details that Jonathan Majors' defense team asked, including whether the woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains had told them she'd taken 2 sleeping pills earlier in the night. The court, that's all I got from. That's the only thing I got. The court is in recess. I don't know if the officers got to come back and continue tomorrow. They're gonna continue cross tomorrow. The article I have don't have a lot of information about the cross examination, but that's what I got from today. Hold on, let me check one of my other good sources that give me good information. They may have some information on today. That's what TMZ is reporting. Now, let me see. Mm. I got over my flu. I just can't get over this cough. Dear God. I'm trying to see y'all. I'm checking to see if it's anything else that came up out of today's trial. That's the updates from today. Listen, this is going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know who to believe at this point. I don't know if I believe the woman. Well, y'all know how I lean. I'm less inclined to believe a woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains, knowing the level of atrocities that have happened to Black people, both men and women, at the behest of the tears of a woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains. So the likelihood of me to trust anything that she says is not high. It's not high. Y'all let me know in the chat who y'all believe in right now. Do you believe more of the woman from the Caucasus, descended from the Caucasus Mountains, or do you believe more from Jonathan Majors? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Trying to see if is anybody else reporting on something that I didn't necessarily read from the article I just read to y'all. But yeah, I'm not inclined to believe this woman descended from Caucasus Mountains. Now, that doesn't mean that he didn't do something to her before, because those text messages from last September are damning. Those are damning text messages where you basically admitted that you did something, that you abused that woman, and told that woman to basically go lie and tell if you have to go to the doctor, remember how you need to lie. I don't know. Now, it could be circumstantial evidence. It might be, well, maybe there was some other kind of accident and he doesn't want to be blamed for it. And that's why he's telling her to lie. I don't know. It could be circumstantial evidence from what I understand. And if I'm wrong, y'all please correct me. I told y'all I ain't no parts of a lawyer. He's not on trial for last year, for September 2022. He's on trial for March 2023. Baby, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just looking at this other, because they have this article gives like a blow by blow. They have everybody who went today, kind of what was revealed. They talk about the text messages, they talk about all this stuff. So it looks like we didn't miss. A trauma therapist was called to the stand. The trauma specialist was the last person on the stand today. And from everything I'm seeing, we got everything. So listen, like y'all said, it could be a mutually abusive relationship. She could be beating on him, he could be beating on her. Baby, y'all just don't need to be together. It just ain't that serious. It's just really not that serious. But I can't tell people how to live their life. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. All of that Mama used to say. And then she used to end with, live your life. You know, that's what the song said. I'm just telling you what the song said. I'm just telling you what the song said. Anyway, moving on. Thoughts, prayers, and condolences to actress Raven-Symone. Actress Raven-Symone's brother has died. From what I understand, it was complications from cancer, from colon cancer, and he has succumbed at the age of 31 to his complication um, from colon cancer. Y'all know colon cancer is one of those, you don't hear a lot about colon cancer, but colon cancer is one of those cancers where by the time most people get diagnosed, it's too late. By the time most people get diagnosed or figure out something is wrong, it's too late and they don't catch it in time. So, um, she is currently I think she recently had a birthday, and so her brother just passed around her birthday. So of course, like any sibling, your younger sibling passes, you will be emotional. He was only 31. She's 38. You don't expect to lose a sibling that young. So we're definitely praying for her and her family. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And yeah, moving on as the world turns. So let's get to the news that y'all probably want to hear. Let's get to the news y'all been talking about since yesterday. What is that news? Kenya Moore is in the news. Now, if y'all think I can't stand Beyonce, Kenya Moore is a whore. I probably shouldn't say it like that, but I just don't like her. There are allegations of her getting around Hollywood. There are allegations that say the people say Kenya Moore have a type. Either you white or almost white. They say that's her. Now that's what the people down to the Hollywood say. She like them white or almost white. She has a type. Nothing wrong with that. If that's your type, baby, get it how you live. I don't I don't mind. Hey Cordell, you be incognito Negro? Well, we allow you to be incognito over here. You know how people be trying to talk about people in the bushes? I love people in the bushes. I'm a bushman myself. I be in a whole lot of bushes, never even come out of the bushes. For example, in Really Beach chat, I'm in the bushes 90% of the time. Only time somebody may know I'm there is if I chop somebody and if I chop somebody and time out somebody or block somebody and I don't even give no warning. Sometimes I'll come out and I'll give a blanket warning, but most times I give no warnings. Bitch died, blocked. So I watch a lot of people bushes too. Shout out to all of the people in the bushes. Y'all don't even got to fall out the bushes and say hi. I just wanted to say hi to my bushmen and women. Shout out to y'all. So anyway, let's talk about Kenya Moore. So People Magazine, um, Kenya Moore had this, cryptic tweet about, this is a new chapter in her life and this, that, and the third, and, be happy for her. What she was excited for a new chapter in her life. She put that out last night. Right, Janae, tell people, get your colonoscopies. Get them done. And Janae is one of our medical experts here, y'all. That's one of our medical experts. If she telling you to go get one, you need to go get one. I'm gonna eat another one of my Christmas tree cakes. Y'all know what time it is. I've only eaten 8 boxes of this, y'all. Judge a man, we don't judge me. I'm down from last year because last year this time I probably would have had twice as many, but I've only eaten 8 boxes of these right now. Okay. Anyway, um, so she put out this cryptic tweet last night. Some people thought it was maybe talking about her end to her career on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Some people, most people pointed it to, oh, this whore finally getting a fucking divorce. It's by goddamn time. So a cancerous colon is not cute on growth and growth. You know what? Hey, Reload DD. Hey, Ravine. I'm sorry, y'all. Look at Ravine. She already in her feelings. Hello, Ravine. Everybody, please say hey to Ravine. Please. It's only 5 in a box. And most Christmas seasons, when I was younger, I used to consume probably about. There was one year, I swear I almost did a box a day. I swear it was one year I ate. This was maybe about 12 years ago. I ate about a box a day. It was bad. It was real bad back then. It was bad. I was going through some things. Anyway, so early this morning, early in the morning, um, People Magazine said they had the exclusive, and everybody started running with what People Magazine had earlier this morning. So earlier this morning, People Magazine put out that they are officially, Kenya Moore and Mark Daly are officially divorced. They put that out at 10:30 this morning, honey, and everybody else ran with her. Um, they got the exclusive from Kenya Moore herself. And here's what she told them, quote, after more than 3 years of litigation, I have finally been granted a divorce. I want to thank everyone who prayed for and uplifted me when I needed it most. I'm excited for this next chapter in my life and being the best mom I can be for my daughter, Brooklyn. As a hopeless romantic, I still believe my forever person exists and know I'll have my happily ever after ending after all. End of quote. And that was the exclusive interview that People Magazine had with with Kenya. Before I break down all of that, I'm gonna try not to dog walk this woman. Y'all know I don't see it, but I don't care about her. My loathe for her is not as bad as it is for Cardi B. I'm never gonna hate a beautiful black woman as much as I hate a non-black woman. I'm just saying that may come out harsh, but in my hate scale, in my dislike scale, in all actuality, I'm probably going to have more hatred, disdain, and dislike for someone non-black than I am for someone black. I'm just letting you know how these things work. Anyway, so I want to focus on the last part of what she said. As a hopeless romantic, I still believe my forever person exists, and I know I'll have my happily ever after ending after all. How old is Kenya Moore, y'all? Because at Kenya Moore's age, and she in her 50s, I'm gonna say she's early 50s. I'm gonna give her early 50s. At Kenya Moore's age, you can't really call it a happily ever after. You just calling it maybe till the death angel comes and knocks on the door. It's not a happily ever after no more, ma'am. It's just until we get tired and we check out. At this point, just say, baby, it's my I'm not gonna have a happily ever after. I'm just gonna have it till I check out of here. Baby, this is the person that I want to tolerate until I check out of here. We ain't gonna be really having sex like that or really doing a whole lot. Baby, when you get to this age, baby, it's just till we get out of here. Girl, how much longer you got? How much longer I got? Okay, girl. And I'm not saying 52 is old, but what I am saying is I don't know that you're calling it my happily ever after as if you got decades and decades and decades to be with this person. I mean, what you gonna get about? She's 52. I'm gonna give her 30 years. Maybe if she, eat right, maybe 35. But the way her attitude is and how stank and how horrible of a person she is, both inside and out. Now I'm cutting off 15 years. So I might give her to 78, which would give her what, 26 years. because her attitude is awful, both inside and out. I'm not saying 52 is old, but what I am saying is once you get to a certain age, let's just not call it happily ever after. Let's just say till death do us part. Let's just call it what it is. Till the death angel comes and comes and knocking at the door. Listen, which is why the STD rates in Florida are higher than any other states in the country. And people always try to pit it on the Rainbow Kush Coalition when real I'm not Rainbow Kush. The people always try to put it on the Rainbow Coalition. However, um, it be them old people in Florida around here laying it low and spreading it wide and spreading everything imaginable. I mean, you know how many over there down, they have that little city in Central Florida called the Villages, just north of Orlando. It's this city in Central Florida called the Villages, just north of Orlando, and it's just old people. Like they ride around in golf carts and all kinds of stuff. It's a whole little city that they built just for the old people. Baby, they said it's so much going on. They had to build. They at first they had a little clinic, then they had to build a whole a larger medical facility because the little clinic they had wasn't enough to keep up with the amount of penicillin shots that used to float through that place. Like it was just a goddamn mess. Just a mess. Just a mess. The old people said, listen, we keep copious amounts of Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, and copious amounts of penicillin shots. Child, they got everything from the royal honey, the bee honey, the royal honey, to the gas station pills, to the Vialis, Ciagra, and Levitra, to the little shot. They have the little shots that look like the 5 hour energy, but it's not 5 hour energy. It's to use to keep your dick hard. hmm I'm just saying. Mm. Baby, they real nasty for being. They is real nasty. Real nasty. Um Now I don't know what the gory details are about custody of little Brooklyn and all of that stuff. So I'm sure that'll come out at some point. I hope not, because I really think child, they is nasty. They nasty. I really hope they do keep it out of the news because I always feel like that's one of my biggest issues with reality stars. They always put their kids on television. They always put their kids' business out there, and I think that that's not fair to take that right to privacy away from this human being. I don't care if that is your child; it's still a human being, and they deserve the right to privacy. They may say, "Bitch, I don't want my ass on fucking television. I don't want my business on television," and all of that. So it always makes me cringe how some celebrities do their kids, but it finally happened. Baby, they done been getting divorced since God was a child, and I'm just I, okay, Kenya. Now that you don't have a divorce, they really have. Now that I'm sorry, now that the divorce is going through and you don't have a marriage, what's gonna be your storyline now? Now, I mean, she don't have a storyline at first, so her whole storyline is to get on a bitch nerve. Her whole storyline is to be angry, ornery, and cantankerous. Okay, that's all she has to do. All she's gonna do on this show now is be angry, ornery, and cantankerous for the whole duration of the show, which is gonna be a goddamn mess. We already don't like you, Kenya. We already don't like you. And I question all of the people who do like Kenya. When people be like, "Oh, I love Kenya," I look at them sideways like, check you off the list. I gotta watch you and monitor you. hmm We all were Montrez. Nobody cared. Not even the women on the show cared about her divorce no more. Like, girl, we don't care. Girl, we do not care. Oh, she can show her business and her beautiful child. Don't nobody care about her business. Nobody cares about that Kenya Moore hair care or the little hair boutique or whatever. Nobody cares. We ain't going down to the Kenya Moore hair boutique apparently, honey. We going over there to Mei Ling and the girls who got better hair, know what they doing. They are trusted within the industry. And we going with that. We're not going to you listen. It sounds good with your little Kenya Moore hair care, which is probably overpriced and probably Babbitt as hell. Okay, but we don't want no parts of it. Now I'm saying that as if I know anything about hair, hairlines, hair care, or anything. I don't know anything about it. But from the people who I know that wear hair and that live in the great Atlanta area and shop for hair, they don't be and these are people who have money and want high price stuff. They be like, we going on down here to Maylene. That's what I call all the Asian ladies. That's probably so discriminatory. My apologies. You use black owned products. Listen, I don't know what I ain't telling people what to or to not to use. I'm just telling you what the people say they use down here. The people that say they go over there to Mei Ling and them. And Mei Ling have the good stuff and do them right. Now I don't know what you want from me. If Mei Ling and her girls have better hair than Kenya Moore hair care, why would I subject myself to inferior quality to support this battle axe over here? Kenya Moore, who can't stand nobody and don't like nobody anyway, and we don't like her. Now, Kenya Moore, Texas Toy, she's a beautiful lady. I would never take that from her. She's a beautiful lady. On the inside, though, she's a horrible person. But aesthetically, Kenya Moore's a beautiful lady. I'm just saying, she's a beautiful lady. Anyway, oh, here's another update as the world turns. We're moving on. I don't like Kenya Moore to spend that much time on her. So also at Art Basel, I forgot to give y'all this update from my weekend down at the Art Basel with my friends and family. Two Chains was in a accident and had to go to the hospital. He was in a car accident. Now, which is very believable because you get some of these people, these celebrities, they will come in town. If they're not from here, they'll rent a car for the weekend. That's real nice car, to kind of show off. I'm putting up my quotation fingers. But if you've ever been to something like Art Basel, there's cars everywhere. There are people everywhere. There's nowhere for you to like flex and try to drive all fast and reckless because it's just no room for that. So there's a lot of accidents that happen during that weekend. Let me give you the update. You say she needs to exfoliate and leave the wicker shops alone. All right. Now, Kenya, Katrina said, listen, baby, you need to go exfoliate. I don't know, or go see Dr. Pill Popper. You need to go see somebody about that one, honey. That's what Katrina said. Those are her words and not mine. he Monk Chip. Let me give. He is okay, but he did have to go to the hospital. Monk Chip. Let me read this to you. Two Chainz is sending a message to his fans after recently being hospitalized. The rapper was involved in a car crash over the weekend. According to TMZ, the 56-year-old, not 56, 46, I didn't know Two Chainz was that old. The 46-year-old rapper was rushed to the hospital Saturday night At the time, it was reported that the rapper's car collided with another on a Florida highway. Additionally, law enforcement officers reportedly believe that the driver of the other vehicle may have been under the influence. Shortly after, the rapper took to Instagram's story to share a video of his stretcher being wheeled into an ambulance. TMZ reported that the rapper was in stable condition upon his arrival at the hospital. Um, Yesterday, he returned to Instagram to share an update with fans. In his post, he shared a picture of the car which hit his vehicle from behind. The rapper told fans that, quote, things could have been worse, end quote, but he doesn't want a pity party and instead appreciates everyone who checked up on him. Two Chainz added that sometimes the love doesn't feel real. However, after this event, he truly felt the love from everyone. Additionally, the rapper urged fans not to worry about him, explaining that he is the Shake Back King. I don't know what Shake Back King means. Um, can somebody explain shake back? Shake back. Was that like the autocorrect not let him be great? Maybe he meant to put snap back, not shake back. And autocorrect wouldn't let him be great. We do drive fast. Florida people do drive fast. They do. Especially in Miami. Now, I'll say like this. In the Tri-County area of South Florida, Miami-Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach County. The Miami-Dade County people are the drive the fastest and the most reckless. Soon as you cross the county line, you got to slow down at least 10 miles an hour. And it's so frustrating and so just nauseating because you could be doing about 65 to 70 on 95 in Miami-Dade County if it's clear. You push it, baby. Soon as you cross that county line, the last exit in Miami-Dade County is Ives Dairy Road. Soon as you pass Ives Dairy Road in on 95 and cross over to Broward, baby, you immediately going down from 70 to about 55, if not 50. And you're gonna be real mad because you're gonna be riding. So it's just a mess. But I could see him getting in an accident because even on 95 during Art Basel, when you get down that way toward Art Basel is Wynwood is just before you get to downtown Miami. It's in the approach to downtown Miami. And so the traffic started getting bad maybe about 95th Street, 79th Street, that far out. And it's just no room for you to be speeding and all of that stuff. So if you got somebody under the influence and you abruptly take a put on brakes and they going too fast, not paying attention under the influence, they absolutely can hit you in your back. Now, my problem with the 2 Chainz is, bruh, why? Because I saw the video and the picture of him that they said it was a picture from the stretcher. It wasn't like it was someone else, like a member of his entourage or a friend taking a video. It was him taking a video of him going in the stretch, like you see his legs and everything. Bro, you get in the ambulance, let it go. See, this is where people do too much on social media. When you are being wheeled into an ambulance on a gurney, that's not the time for you to chronicle this for social media. Even if you are a celebrity, maybe somebody in the entourage or in the crew take a quick picture just to let people know, he's okay, or so they have it for the impending lawsuit, or you may end up in court behind this depending on the nature of the accident. So maybe you have some people snap some pictures, but you, the person being wheeled on the gurney into the ambulance, should never be the one taking the video ever. A mess. Just doing too much. Just doing too much. Doing way too damn much. Monkchip said, I was in Tampa in May and June They were aggressive and will get infuriated if you're driving slow. And yeah, now that's true. That is very true. Listen, we ride in Florida. The the speed limit say 45, you better be doing 60. If the speed limit say 45, boo, you better be doing 60 or get over in the right hand lane. But what we don't play around about in Florida is if you're in the far left lane and that speed limit say 45, you over here doing 45 or 47, anything south of about 60, baby, we finna honk, we finna throw something. You might get the back of your car shot in some neighborhoods because they're like, well, why are you in my way? I'm just telling you how the people in Florida are. They are rude, they are obnoxious, they are not friendly. That's why I say the only part of Florida that is the South is the Panhandle. Anything south of the Panhandle, that ain't the South. That's the bottom. They don't have no Southern hospitality. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you. They are rude, and they will let you know a few things. It's just how it is. That's just how it is. In other news, as the world turns, so we have the Cardi B Offset situation. So now there's a situation between Meg the Stallion and this party character. I guess that's her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. I didn't even know she had another boyfriend. I thought the last boyfriend was Tory Lanez before he shot her. Baby, I don't be keeping up. I can't keep up. As you know that in Florida it's a no fault state, so you better have it. Yeah, you better have insurance because you're gonna have to. Florida is a no fault state, so you're gonna have to pay anyway. It don't even matter. And a lot of people don't have no insurance in Florida. I'm just telling you, if you get in an accident in Florida, which is why it's a no fault state, just understand that there's a 8 times out of 10 that person probably ain't got nail bit of insurance now. Now it's against the law not to have insurance, and you're supposed to get your driver's license suspended if the insurance company reports that you ain't paid your insurance. Your driver's license is supposed to immediately be suspended in Florida. But people get around it. You know, people be driving dirty all the time. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, Montrez, since now we know that you are one of our Gen Z people, Amber, if you're still in the chat, we need to know too. So, where's Tracy C? I ain't seen Tracy C this whole live. Where's she at? Somebody go in the members on the chat and tell Tracy C I'm looking for her. I don't know where she at. I miss her. Where's she at? Where's my Tracy? Anyway, so Meg the Stallion was dating this party person, Pardi is his name. His actual name is Partisan Fontaine. I guess he goes by Party, Pardi. I'm guessing him and Meg the Stallion was dating because according to the Jasmine brand, he admitted to sending inappropriate text messages while dating Meg the Stallion, but denies being sexually intimate with anyone else. He went up on Angela Yee's lip service podcast, and I don't know how long ago he was dating Meg the Stallion, but um they said Meg the Stallion put out a diss track last month that they said was targeted at Party, right? And um on the recently released record titled Cobra, Meg the Stallion claimed she once found him receiving fellatio, getting filleted in her bedroom. He was in her bedroom getting sloppy toppy. He was in that woman's bedroom getting filleted. He was getting, the Gawk Gawks 3000, the wet wet. It says, oh, see, this is what they give us about their relationship. It says, as her most recent relationship with Party ended abruptly without explanation, many concluded that infidelity was the cause of their split. However, the songwriter says things didn't happen the way it may seem. Being bluntly asked about Megan's allegations, Party responded, quote, absolutely not, end quote, to inquiries about whether or not he was caught cheating in the bedroom, and to the question of if he was intimate with anyone else during their 2 years together. However, he did admit that there were inappropriate texts he sent that he intentionally hid from Meg the Stallion. He said, in that sense, if you want to say he cheated, he did cheat. If you said sending inappropriate text messages is cheating, then he did. But that's all he did. He went on to say, quote, but the way it was painted, that had me so mad. I'm like, this is the part of the relationship after everything took place, everything that was kind of given, everything that we kind of washed away, especially when nobody asked for this. This is what you want to go with? That's what he said. Um, Let me tell you something, Party. Can I be honest with you, sir? Before today, I didn't even know you existed. I'm sure a lot of people who even know and are familiar with Meg the Stallion may not have known you existed either. All we know is you Meg the Stallion boyfriend. We don't care who you are. We don't care what you look like. We don't care what your voice sounds like. For us, all you are and will ever be is Meg the Stallion's ex-boyfriend. If the woman said you got sloppy toppy on the bed, we're more apt to believe her. Could she have been embellishing for her diss track? Perhaps. Could she have been lying? It's possible. Do we care? We really don't. We really don't. Do we care that you come out here and you give your sob story to Angela Yee and you out here windmilling because you feel like you've been defamed and you feel like Meg the Stallion putting 20 on 10 and shouldn't speak bad on your name like that? Bruh, bruh, nobody cares. You're Meg the Stallion's boyfriend. That's it. Cams, you know what time I go live. Don't act like you don't know. Stop playing with me. Hey, Cams. In other news, you know, let's just be clear. We don't care. Hey, Danny, work won't let you be great. Danny, child, it won't let none of us be great. But Party, I don't know who you were. I didn't know before a few hours ago. I had no idea who you were. Party, no idea. So you in this interview with Angela Yee, nobody even likes Angela Yee anymore. We ain't even paying her no mind. So you went to listen. Time and place, sir. Time and place. This is neither the time nor place. I know Shay B. I'm telling you, Shay B. I never heard him. Now, if he have a song with Cardi B, that's even more reason why I ain't heard him. Because I can't stand Cardi B. I don't like her at all. Fuck her and fuck her life. So you telling me that he got a song with Cardi B? That's even more reason why I knew I ain't never heard him. Child. Yeah. As the world turns, Kodak Black has admitted to drug abuse following his arrest for cocaine possession. In another news flash, water is wet. In more news, many male hairstylists are gay. In even more information and news, breaking news that you can use, the sun is hot. there are black players in the NFL. Girl, girl, Kodak. I mean, Kodak Blacks wants y'all to know that, quote, I was on lean, homie. I was asleep in front of my house, bro. That's it. T- I'll read the story if you want me to, but Kodak Black admitting to being on illicit and illegal drugs. I mean, next you gonna tell me white people are racist? What do you want from me? What the fuck do you want from me? Kodak. Well, this is not a news flash. This is some revelation. This is something that we break into news coverage. Kodak Black is on drugs. Next thing you go tell me Whitney Houston did drugs. Next thing you gonna tell me Michael Jackson was addicted to opioids. Bruh. According to the article, here's what the article says. Kodak Black opened about his drug use following his recent arrest for cocaine possession. The Pompano Beach, Florida rapper. Please make sure y'all say he's from Pompano Beach. Do not try to give him no part to Miami. He is from Pompano Beach, which it takes 45 minutes to get to from Miami. And if it's bad traffic, it's going to take you an hour and a half. It ain't nowhere near Miami. That is closer to West Palm Beach. That is north of Broward County. You got to go all the way up there to Atlantic Boulevard. Don't try to claim Miami. Don't make him a South Florida rapper. He is Pompano Beach. Now, it's a lot of thugs and goons in Pompano Beach. I ain't gonna lie. And that is one of the few areas in Broward filled with, hood. That's hood. That's over there by Ely High School, Blanche Ely High School. That's hood. The other areas in Broward, that's hood, is Lauderhill, or as they like to call it, Lauder Hood. But don't give him Miami. We don't want no parts of him. Let me finish this article. The Pompano Beach, Florida rapper admitted to using lean, but aggressively denied any cocaine use. Quote, I was on lean, homie, he said during an Instagram live on Monday, December 11th. Excuse me, quote, I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. That ain't illegal. The 26-year-old labeled his recent arrest bogus and wasn't fond of the fact that his mugshot circulated throughout the internet. Sir, don't you have several mugshots? Like, where is this anger coming from? You mad about mugshots? How many mugshots do you have out there, sir? Oh, I don't want the people to think I'm on cocaine. Baby, whatever it is you on, no person in the history of human civilization should ever be on that. We never want to be on whatever you on. Anything that causes us to look like you, behave like you, sound like you, go anywhere in the vicinity of being similar to you should not be legal. I mean, that should be against, it should not only not be legal, it should be against the laws of nature. I'm not gonna play the video of him telling y'all that he don't do cocaine and him being mad about the fact. Um, I mean, he goes on to say, okay, I'm saying I went to Pompano for work. He said, yeah, Pompano is hood as hell. Real hood. He went on to say, I'll tell God himself, I do perks and shit like that, but them was my medicine prescribed to me. Even before I got shot and I had got prescribed to them, I could say that I had started damn using them. Just, What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? Like the way that this man is abusing the English language. You know what? No. If I had to endure it, oh no, y'all gonna endure it too. I'm just gonna play the audio. But if I got to endure it, y'all gonna get some too. See if we can't get the audio to play.
I was on the lane, I was on the lane, I was sleeping from my phone house, bro. And that's it. I was in that joint sleeping from my people. But that ain't illegal. That ain't illegal. So all that's just the process. The process that I had to be in the other mug shot. The process that even though like it bogus as fuck, they plastered all over the internet. And on top of that, it's like, bro, like I'm Haitian. I mean, and it's just like my era of my era and shit, bro. Like, yeah, man, like, man, you better off saying that, okay, you drink weed, you smoke weed, you're dead, Miley, or whatever type shit. Even though that ain't cool. That ain't cool in itself. None of this shit cool, man. But to be talking about cocaine, come on, man, hell, come on, bro, hell, and I ain't finna say I'm against the who do coke. But still, man. I said they trying to put you on powder because you powerful people. Man, I ain't on this. I tell God himself I do purge. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But that man, damn, them was my medicine prescribed to me. I would honestly say that. Like as like even before I had got shot and I had got prescribed to them again and shit like that, I could say like I had started like, damn abusing to them, and I'm working on myself. I'm working right now. I paid $350,000 and shit to like to get clean and get better. You feel me? Or whatever like that. And my people know that I never been the type of to run from issues that I know I'm not to face. I look that shit on and catch a hold into it, shit like that on it. There's been times like I don't went to rehab by myself, like but I caught the point, but I the court having to tell me to do that. Just me wanting better for myself, me knowing that bitch I got children on me and it's like I have to be here for them. I have to be here for them. Yeah, and I never had enough time on the streets to even be no shaky. Like I go to rehab, I go to jail, no detox. I don't even detox. I don't go through withdrawals and all that shit. I ain't no baby. I ain't no chunky out here. I ain't no chunky. I playing, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I'm intelligent, you know what I mean?
First rule of intelligence: if and when you have to tell us you're intelligent, that immediately removes you from the subsect of people who actually are intelligent. Those people who are intelligent don't have to say it. Secondly, you're a whole ass baser. See, I got to hit him with the Miami terms, the Dade County terms. He might understand it. You a whole ass baser and a base head. We just gonna use the Florida terms for you, sir. He, remember back in the day when we used to have the DARE program? Remember the DARE program? The DARE where, that was the whole, I don't remember. It was drug abuse something. Drug abuse, resistant education, something like that. I don't know. But in order to keep us from using drugs, I promise you they had that video. If they had that video and just showed that to us, that would deter us from doing any type of drugs. I'm just telling you what I know. He's a whole basehead. I ain't no junkie. I ain't no. You are. Do you see yourself? You're a whole base. We all got the crackhead in our family. We all got the baser. All of us. Does he not sound like? Does he not sound like every baser, basehead, junkie, crackhead in all our families? Does he not sound? Oh, I got kids. I need to be here for my kids. Girl, if you don't get your crackhead ass away from us, oh God, I don't know what y'all want from me. You know, they play. I guess he's gonna say they planted the cocaine on him. I mean, you were arrested for cocaine possession. You were selling the cocaine. That's what it was. You weren't taking it yourself. You were selling it, right? Fred J said a clucker with money. Child, just a mess. Thank you. Drug abuse resistance education. Okay. I knew it was something like that. That's all they needed to do. Show us that. Remember when Truth had those commercials with that woman descending from the Caucasus Mountain that had the hole in her throat and she used to use the little machine to remember Truth used to have those commercials and it made you not want to smoke cigarettes and you were scared to smoke cigarettes because they showed her. Maybe if they showed that video of Kodak Black, maybe that would deter anybody from using drugs. I'm just telling you what I know. Don't be a baser. Don't be a crackhead. Oh, look at what time it is. Because of the time, I know we're not gonna get to our sugar spike moments today. It's okay. So I got one more story, y'all. Since I know we ain't gonna get to our sugar spike story, but I don't want to, you know, neglect playing our wonderful Larry Myers. May he rest in peace. And his our intro music for our sugar spike moment. So I'm just gonna do it just because, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender conforming members of our audience, just because here's our theme music for our sugar spike moment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So love the world. I want to fight. That he gave. His only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. So now I'm really gonna say my sugar spike moment. I had the story today. I had a bunch of sugar spike moments today. They was real spiky. I had the story of this white author who was going around on this fake account and putting 1-star review on all the black women authors that was in the same genre because she didn't want them to have as many sales as she had. So they caught her going on all of the black women's reviews for their books and giving them 1 star. And she was dropped by her publicist, a publishing company, I should say, and her agent. We'll do that one tomorrow. I also had the story of the high school basketball player and his family who beat the coach in the parking lot after the coach bitched him during the game. Yeah, we was gonna talk about that. Yeah, they beat the coach down because the coach bitched him during the game. We was gonna talk about that. We also need to break down. I really want to break down this story tomorrow, so we'll spend some time on this. Our beautiful black queen, Claudine Gay, first black president of Harvard University, who was berated by a Republican member of Congress last week. She and 4 other presidents of Ivy League schools
and they're calling for this woman to be fired. And Harvard stood up for her. Their board stood up for her and said, "Absolutely not. We will not be firing this woman." We'll break that down tomorrow, in the Sugar Spike segment tomorrow. And then we have another Sugar Spike segment where we have the tragic loss of a black trans woman and um a black gender non-conforming gay man in Ohio. I shouldn't even say man, a black gender non-conforming person in Ohio. Both of them were killed in Toledo, Ohio, and we want to speak their names and speak out about them in our Sugar Spike segment. We'll do those tomorrow. Our last story today, though, in our celebrity news today. So I teased this when I found out about it, I believe like either last week or week before last. I don't know if y'all remember, but we talked about the fact that they had this show. It was like a game show, TV show, reality show. You know how you have The Bachelor and all of those, The Bachelor, Bachelorette, one of those type shows. Well, they had the show, remember I told y'all with the porn skank, and it was called For the Love of Lena, Lena the Plug. She's a porn skank, Lena the Plug. You can imagine why they call her Lena the Plug. She ain't selling you no weed. So, and her husband did this reality show, game type show, where it was kind of like The Bachelor, where they brought in all of these black male porn. Well, most of them were black. They brought in male porn stars, so the male porn star could be a third to in this, and yeah. So they had the finale, and the winner was Lil D. Now you may not know who Lil D is. Lil D is a black porn, male porn actor, and pretty famous. If you go down to whatever you go to, RedTube, XNXX, X Video, Pornhub, whatever you frequent, whichever Hood Tube, all of the different ones out there, Porn MD, all of the different sites that you could go to out there, and you type in, Lil Lil and D, he'll come up. Young guy, black. He Most of his scenes you see him playing where he plays the role of a twink, kinda, where it'll be his girlfriend's mom will hit on him, and the girlfriend go down the street and he ends up blowing the mom's back out. There's always some situation like that where he's supposed to be playing this young boy, high school boy. He's clearly not in high school, but he's supposed to be playing this young high school boy, and the older mom, yeah, that's his name, Lil D, hits on him. Now he's cute in the face. He's cute enough in the face. He still has a little boy twink body. So if you're looking for body, he ain't gonna give you body, yaddy, like that. He's still got, a young boy body. And the meat ain't all that. The meat ain't, when you go to porn, you looking for, you know what I'm saying? It gives you about, it ain't little. It's about a good, I'm gonna say about a good 8.5. When you looking for porn, you looking for 9.5, 10, 11, somewhere around there. You looking for, it ain't gonna blow you out of the water. You know what I'm saying? But he cute enough. I mean, I give him something. Anyway, he won. He won the little game show that they had. hmm Now the episode ain't come out yet, but they had a leaked snippet from the finale, and so in the leaked snippet, the I don't know if that's Lena the Plug's husband or if that's just her boyfriend or whatever, but you see both of them walking in the house with Lena the Plug, both their hands on her ass, and then they give each other a fist bump. I'm just listening. I think that's his wife though.
I just um now she said that this is gonna be her first MMF scene. I don't believe it. But she said this is gonna be her first male female scene. I don't believe it. I mean, if you're gonna give me a MMF scene, just go all out, make it totally bisexual. I mean, I still will watch it because this is this falls into the genre of interracial porn. I ain't really a fan of interracial porn. That's just my preference. I ain't really a fan of interracial porn. But child, I guess get it how you live, honey. But I knew some people would want to know that this is the house of debauchery. So if you wanted to know, you heard it here first. Who won this first season of what's the name of the show? For the Love of Lena, Lena the Plug, Lil D, he won. Now, if you was watching the show, remember Lil D got in a fight. Was it with Jason? Is Jason Love on the show? It's a bunch of them, alleged straight male porn actors on there. But he got in a fight with somebody. I don't remember who. He got in a fight with somebody on the show, and the guy busted his chain or whatever. Oh, I know who it was. It's one of the guys I actually have. The guy, he's an Instagram thought. But I think he does porn too. But I know he's an Instagram thought. Black guy, kind of light skin. He got a neck tattoo or whatever. I can't think of his name. But he's been on Silly Saturday palate cleanses before. But him and Lil D got in a fight. And he gave Lil D two to the head, three to the body. Lil D tried, but Lil D is Lil. So he popped his chain and everything. Child. Anyway, yeah. Some people know Lena the Plug because she was in a sex tape that leaked with Jason Love. Now, Jason Love is a porn actor as well, but that's a very famous one that DJ Academics um, put out there because he knew that Lena the Plug was married, and he thought that Lena the Plug was having sex with Jason Love behind Adam, her husband Adam 22's back, and he was like, "No, I let her get her back blown out by him." Child, I don't know, baby. If they like it, I love it. If it's good for them, it's great for me. Anyway, Lil D won. Shout out to Lil D. I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Listen, let's put some shondos in the chat. We've been on here almost an hour and 45 minutes. But baby, listen, I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm hungry now. I miss you. Oh, programming note. I will be home this weekend, so we will have Silly Saturday this weekend. Never fear. We will be back with Silly Saturday this weekend. I have an interview coming tonight. We will be here at 8 o'clock 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock tonight. We'll be here for the Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine review panel. We're going to be doing those tonight at 9 o'clock. So come back around for the review panel. Come back around here at 9 o'clock. Silly Saturdays usually always at noon. It's noon Eastern for Silly Saturday. That's our regular time. We'll be here at 9 o'clock for the review panel on Potomac and Married to Medicine. Oh, I do have some things to say about Married to Medicine. Because when they started that whole conversation with Quad, Dr. Heavenly, and Phaedra, two horrible and despicable people. I mean, three, I should say, horrible and despicable people. I was just like, girl, we'll talk about it tonight on the panel. But that's all I got for y'all for now. As I always say. Oh yeah, I also have an interview this Thursday. I'll be doing an interview for the third season of the YouTube reality web series Real Life and Philanthropy. I've been reviewing that show since it first came out. I'll be reviewing it again this year. And so I have some interviews to do with that. There's season 3 is starting, I think, the last week of the month. So I have some interviews to do for that this week and next week. So I'll be doing that interview on Thursday. So those are all your programming notes. Now, for real, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged and much appreciated. Y'all know my birthday. I have a birthday coming up I'm looking forward to my birthday. It's on a Monday. We're gonna do what we do, like always. And have a good time with it. All right. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. See y'all at 9.